this one, something funky. Something funky. Hey guys, welcome back. So got another what's new at the drugstore video for y'all today, and as you know, I love these videos because I love drugstore makeup, so I always get excited about new goodies at the drugstore. So I've got a lot of stuff here to share with you, so I'm gonna run through these quickly, show them to you, show you some swatches, and just kind of let you know some of my thoughts on them. So let's get to it. So first off, there are some new eyeshadows from L'Oreal. These are the Infallible Paints Metallics, and I got two different shades. This one is 404 Caged, and this one is 406 Violet Luster. And they also had like a silver, a gold, I think a bronze. So very like metallic-y shades. This was really, I think, the only more colorful one. There might have been a turquoise. I don't remember. But they had, I don't know, maybe like 6 different colors. So here they are there. So this one right there is the Violet Luster, and then the one on the top is 404 Caged. So Caged is like, and I'm wearing both of these on my eyes today. So Caged is like a taupey silver color. You can see it on my lid. Really pretty. And then I love Violet Luster. I have that on the inner corners of my eyes, and it's just this beautiful violet shade. So these are metallic, and I do really like them, but I don't think I like them more than they're like just regular L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, which I've still seen like some of the colors in certain places, so I hope they're not completely getting rid of those because I love those. But these are really good too. They're just a more pressed version, but I feel like they're not quite as like metallic intensity as the other ones. You know what I mean? But I do really like the packaging. I think it's pretty. I like the kind of like quilted, cushiony design there. I think that's pretty. So these are good. I think they were around $8 or so. I got them at Walmart. I've been trying out this mascara, and this is what I have on my eyes today. This was definitely something that I bought off y'all's recommendation. A lot of you guys mentioned this, that you've been trying it, you've been using it, you've been loving it, so I definitely wanted to try it. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I have it in black. I think it might come in Blackest Black, so I'd probably like it even more in Blackest Black. But outside packaging is pretty. The actual mascara packaging is really pretty. Very reminiscent of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, both in the outside packaging and also in the brush. The brush is that kind of like hourglass looking shape to it. It's a really like fat bristled brush, like a, not like a plasticky, but actual like, you know, bristles. So I've been trying this. I really, really like this mascara. It's very volumizing. First coat is kind of more like fluttery, separated lashes, really pretty looking, very natural, but it builds on itself very well. And then you have like volume, length, vavoom lashes, and this hasn't been smudging on me, which is like a miracle. So I love this. Like, that's a rarity. Most everything smudges on me, and I keep looking and I'm like, maybe like the tiniest little bit, but for me, that's really good. That's about as good as it gets. So I'm loving this. This is definitely one of my favorite things that are new in the drugstore right now. Maybelline has some new color correctors, so I got the pink one. These are called the Master Camo by Face Studio Color Correcting Pens. So I got the pink one for dullness, and I used a little bit under my eyes today. I used it with other concealers too, because I usually do that if I use a pinky tone concealer, or a color corrector, I'll use it with other concealers too. So did use this today. I really like this too. I love Maybelline concealers, so I figured I would like their color correctors too. It's kind of that like click up sort of a packaging to it. So you just like turn the bottom and it'll click up into the little like spongy applicator. So it's a pretty like thin formula, which is why I like their Dream Lumi concealer so much, because that's a pretty like light, fluffy, doesn't get cakey under the eyes sort of a formula. Same with this, like it feels light and it blended well. It was brightening, so I would maybe like to try like the peachy one or the green one for, you know, redness, the peachy one for under eyes as well. So I'm impressed with this. I like it. I think it works really well. I think the packaging's cute. I just love Maybelline's branding. It just makes me happy because I love so many things from Maybelline. I have a really fun highlighter from Maybelline to show you. This is the Master Fairy Highlight Illuminating Powder. So fun. So I do have this on today. So what I did is I used, first off, the yellow and the kind of like pinky red color together and just kind of like buffed it onto my face. And then I went across all of them and used that just right at the highest point on my cheekbones. So this is definitely like a fun highlight. Like it's a fun sort of a, you know, it's creative makeup. It really is creative makeup, but I think it's really fun. I really like it. I think it's a good time. I think it blends well. Will I use this? Oh, look, I'm like making it look so sad. Will I use this every single, oh, there went the sponge. Will I use this every single day? Probably not, but it still makes me happy. Like there they are all together. So kind of ends up being this kind of like silvery, purpley sort of a color. So not the easiest highlight color to pull off by any means. But, I mean, you could use them separate if you have a small enough brush. I think it's fun. I think it's creative makeup. I like seeing stuff like this at the drugstore, and I think it has a nice texture to it. I think it does blend nicely onto the skin. It just won't be one that I'll use super often. It'll just be for like fun, creative makeup days. And I will use these individually, especially for like inner corner like pops of color. I love doing that. So you could definitely get like a small pencil brush in there to do that. So I'm liking this. Now on to new lip products. I have a lot here. There are a lot of new lip products out in the drugstore, which is super exciting. So first off, there are some new metallic lipsticks from Maybelline. I don't remember their exact name, but it just says metallic on the bottom. But I have two different colors. I got 966 Copper Rose and 962 Hot Lava. So it kind of has like a grayish sort of an outside packaging. I love that they change that up with each individual kind of lipstick collection that they do. So here are the swatches. So the reddish one is Hot Lava, and then the purpley one is Copper Rose. I think they're really fun. I think they are fun metallics, and they're more kind of subtle metallics. Like they're not like what I'm wearing right now. They are like a, I would say a more wearable metallic. So if you kind of want to like dip your toe into that trend, but you don't want to go like full on like this, I think this is a great way to do it. So they are comfortable, just like other Maybelline lipsticks. They don't wear crazy long, but I think they wear a good amount of time for being just a regular lipstick. They do take a little bit of building, but not a lot. I mean, a couple of layers and you've got like opaque coverage. So I really, really like those. I'm always excited about more Maybelline lipsticks. Bring them all on. I'll take all the Maybelline lipsticks. And then Essence has some new metallic lipsticks. These are the Metal Shock lipsticks. So I have 01 and 04 here. I got these through Octoly to get to try out. So here are the swatches. These are so pretty. So this one right there, oh, don't mean to flip you off, but that one right there is 01. This one right there is 04. I, again, think these are really fun. Now, these are a more intense metallic-y metallic lipstick. I mean, these are kind of no joke. Like, they really have a lot of reflection and duochrominess to them. Well, not really duochrominess, but that like metallic, like silvery shift to them is how I would describe it. Now these look like they have a little bit of, I don't know, especially 04. It looks like it has a little bit of like, almost like micro shimmer, but I don't feel like a chunkiness when I swatch it. These are like a thicker sort of a lipstick formula. Like they really feel kind of like a cream formula. I don't really see it in the swatch, but just in the tube, it almost looks like it has some micro shimmer, but it feels pretty smooth when I swatch it, and it's really just more of a metallic. It might be in there, but if it is, it's not like uncomfortable or over the top. It really just kind of adds to the metallic-y sheen. So there are those, the Metallic Shocks. Another new lip product from Maybelline are the Super Stay Matte Inks. So I heard kind of like mixed reviews on these. So at first I wasn't sure I wanted to even try them at all. And then I thought, why not? Let's just give it a go. So I got one of them. I got 15 Lover. Love the outside packaging, very pretty. So I've tried this several times and I'm still not, let me show you the little doe foot. So it's kind of like a doe foot applicator. It's got like a little, I don't know, reservoir in there, like a little dippy part that kind of holds product in there. So I've tried this several times and I'm still kind of trying to decide how I feel about it. This is what I'd heard, is that it's sticky and it takes a long time to set. So when I tried it, that is no joke. Like that is 100% the case. But what's interesting about these is how long it takes to set. I'm not even sure how long it takes, but I'll tell you, like, I put it on one night at dinner and it was still on. Like when I'd already gotten ready for bed, taken off my makeup and all that, it was still there. And I thought, okay, so I didn't remove it. And it was still feeling tacky, like a long time after I'd put it on, probably a couple hours. Went to bed, the next morning I got up, it was still there and it was finally set. So I've worn it several times since then, and usually I end up like eating or drinking before, which kind of helps set it a little bit. But it takes so long to set. So until it does, it's tacky feeling. And not crazy tacky, like my lips aren't sticking together. Like if I, put them together, they come apart, but it just feels a little bit tacky. But once it sets, I mean, it's very long wearing. So I'm gonna kind of play around with it a little bit more to see if I can like figure out a way of getting it to set more quickly, because I like the longevity of it and I like this color a lot. I just don't like that like liquid lipstick feeling tackiness to it. It's not like a tacky gloss where it's like, I know I'm going into it, knowing it's going to be tacky. This is like, it's just not set. You know what I mean? So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. I'm not going to go out and buy every color, but I'm glad that I at least got one to get to try, because it is super long wearing, and that's nice about it. If you can get it to set, then it's really comfortable and long wearing. And then Rimmel has some new lip products too. So they have the Oh My Gloss Oil Tints, and then they have the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colors. So I have one of each of these. So in the Oh My Gloss, I got the color Pop Poppy, which is kind of like a reddish berry sort of a color. And then in the Stay Matte, I have Blush. So that's what that one looks like. And I think that the applicators are pretty much the same. So they're like a doe foot and kind of like a flat doe foot applicator. So that's what that one looks like. And I just swatched this one and I already forgot what it looks like. Yep, same thing. Kind of like a flat doe foot kind of an applicator. So I have tried both of these and I like them both. They're very different. So there is the oil. So that one is the, what did I just say? Pop Poppy? Yeah, Pop Poppy. So feels like an oil on your lips, like feels very hydrating, gives just a little wash of color. Now this was one of the more dark colors, darker colors, darker colors, because I wanted a little bit more pigment to it. So I picked this one. I bet that the other ones will probably not show up very much, at all. Kind of reminds me of like the Lancome Juicy Shakers as far as like pigmentation to it, but it does give that kind of like, popsicle lip look. So I think it's really cute and I like those. This one right here, that is the Stay Matte, and that's in the color Blush. So I tried this several times. I love the formula on it. Starts out, kind of being like a satin, but then it sets down to be a matte pretty quickly, and it really does wear a good amount of time. So it's like a comfortable combo between a matte lipstick and a liquid lipstick, where it's not like it wears like iron, but then does the there, not there weirdness, but wears a little bit longer than just a regular matte lipstick. So I really, really like the formula of that, just how long wearing it is, how it's comfortable. It really just doesn't feel like anything on the lips. The only negative I have to say about this one, let me tell you what this one smells like. So this one smells really good, like candy, like sweet, fruity candy or something. This one, something funky. Something funky. I don't even know. It's like it's supposed to be really sweet, but it's so sweet that something went awry. It's like chemically weird sweet, like it got too sweet. I don't know. So if you've tried these, let me know if yours smells like that. Maybe they all do. Rimmel, I feel like they've like some of their scented products, which all of the lip products that I've tried from them recently have been scented. It's like they're strange. Like the Only One lipsticks, I think that's what it's called, the Only One, the matte ones, they were like that too. So I don't know, like I really, I don't really notice it once it's kind of on my lips, but when I'm applying it, I smell it and I don't like that. So I don't know that I'll get every color, but I'm losing my voice. But I do really like this formula. I think they're good and they have a nice price point. I think around $5 or $6. And then lastly, some new lippies from L'Oreal. So they have their Infallible Paints Mattes, and then they have their Infallible Paints Metallics. So that's what the outside packaging looks like on both of them. So same packaging, except these are metallic. This is what I have on my lips today. So let me show you some swatches of them. So this one on the left here is the matte one, obviously. That one is Peach Pit, and then the metallic one is Moon Lust, 330 Moon Lust, and Peach Pit is 344. So, swatches you can just look at. Very pigmented, really nice. So I've tried both of these. So let me start with this one, talking about the formula. Actually, let me first start by showing you the doe foot applicator. And it's the same on both of them. So it is a doe foot. It's an angled doe foot, but it's like a fluffy one. It's like really fluffy, like you're gonna dust your house with it. But that would take forever because that's really tiny. But you know what I mean. It's like that, like, I don't know, the bristles of the thing, so articulate, really like stick out a lot. So anyway, it's a fluffy, angled doe foot applicator. So that's what you've got as far as application. Same on this one. So, formula. This is really nice. Like it starts out, again, it's pretty similar to the Rimmel one, actually, I would say. Like it starts out more kind of satin and then sets down, wears a long time, but really comfortable. Actually love the formula of this. Love, love, love it. I think it's just easy, comfortable, long wearing, pigmented, doesn't have a scent. I don't notice a scent on either of them. I mean, maybe like a little bit of like a, oh man, it's so, this one I really don't smell it at all. Maybe a little bit of like a makeup-y scent, but it's not like they put fragrance in there. I really don't smell a fragrance in there. But I'm loving the formula on that. It just works well. I think it's really pretty. So I think these are mostly kind of more neutral colors in this line. But I'm interested in trying more because I really, really like that. Now, the metallic one kind of is more, like obviously it's metallic, but it really doesn't seem to set down as much as the mattes. This one kind of stays more like, I wouldn't say a lip paint because it doesn't move around really. It's like a nice wearing cream lipstick sort of a formula is, I guess, the easiest way I could describe it because it really doesn't ever fully set, but it's not to the point where it's so liquidy that it moves everywhere. So I think it's really nice and it's very metallic. This is more of a statement metallic, but I think it's pretty. They had a lot of different colors. I think this was the lightest, most like neutral one. So that's the one that I picked, but they also had like, you know, burgundies and rosy sort of colors. So I would definitely be interested in trying more of these. These are also some of my favorites of the new drugstore products. So really enjoying these. All right guys, so those are all the new goodies that I have to show you today. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was and let me know down below if you've tried any of these products or any other new goodies at the drugstore. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on those. What are some of your favorite new things out right now? Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.